Hello everyone, welcome to a new chapter, metals and non-metals. This video would be completely differentiating metals and non-metals on the basis of their physical and chemical properties. First of all, what does malleable means? It means which can be beaten with a hammer to form a thin wire, but it does not break. And what does ductile means? It means it can be stretched or drawn to form thin wires. These both the terms are different. First of all, metals are the elements that conduct heat and electricity. They are malleable and ductile. On the other hand, they are just opposite of the metals. Then metals are lustrous. That means they are shiny. But non-metals are not lustrous. For example, iron, aluminium comes in the metal. Bromine, iodine, carbon, they all come in non-metals. The abundant metal that is found on the earth is your aluminium, and on the other hand, non-metal is your oxygen, which is constitute 50% in the earth's crust. Now, metal are the elements which form positive ions by losing electrons or the donating electrons, but non-metal they accept the electrons. An important point to be noticed, non-metal they play a very important role in our daily life. For example, carbon. We use carbon compounds like proteins, fats, carbohydrates. And when I talk about nitrogen, it's an inert gas whose presence in air reduces the rate of combustion and it makes safe. And if I talk about sulfur, it is present in onion, garlic and wool. So now let's differentiate them on the basis of their physical properties. First of all, metals are malleable as well as ductile. For example, gold, silver, aluminium and copper metals. These all the metals can be beaten with a hammer to form a very thin sheet called foils. And even aluminium foils are used for packaging food items like biscuits, chocolate, medicines, cigarettes, etc. When I talk about non-metals, they are non-malleable, non-ductile. Sulfur, phosphorus, carbon, they all come under this category. Second point to be noted is metals are good conductors of heat. Now we'll perform an experiment to show this. We just take an aluminium rod and just fix some small iron nails on it with the help of the wax. We'll start burning up the burner as you can see from the figure, but we'll observe one by one the nails are falling down. That means there is conduction of heat from one place or one point to the another point of the rod. On the other hand, non-metals do not conduct heat. Next we have metals are good conductors of electricity. We'll perform an experiment. There is a cell, a connecting wire, torch bulb and crocodile clips. Now we'll just put a aluminium foil between the crocodile slips or clips as shown in the figure. What we'll observe, when we turn on the switch, then bulb starts lighting up. That means there is a conduction of electricity. But on the other hand, there is no lightning of the bulb in case of